Back in 2016, you may remember that all the pollsters were calling Michigan for Hillary, all except for Robert Cahaly of the Trafalgar Group. Now, in fact, Cahaly was the only pollster correctly to predict Trump's 2016 Michigan win and Ron DeSantis' 2018 election victory in Florida. And now he's once again bucking the conventional wisdom. So let's walk through some of his latest polls of swing states that Trump won in 2016. First is Michigan, where the RCP average has Biden by 7.2 points. But Cahaly's Trafalgar Group has Trump up by 1 point. RCP has Biden up 4 in Arizona, but Trafalgar puts Trump up 4. The RCP average in Florida shows Biden with just 1 point lead over Trump. However, Trafalgar has Trump up by 2. And in Ohio, the RCP average has Biden up by less than a point, but Trafalgar has Trump leading by 4 points. Robert Cahaly, chief pollster of the Trafalgar Group, joins me now. Robert, now why do you think your findings differ from so many of the conventional pollsters, certainly that RCP average?
Well, to start with, thank you for having me be here tonight. We approach polling in a much different way. There's a reason people kind of refer to us as like an industry disruptor, and that we just reject a lot wholesale of what is usually done in polling. I think these long surveys that, 10, 20, 30 questions are way too long. Average people, they got busy lives. Yeah, who's got time when that phone rings at 7 o'clock at night to stop what they're doing and sit down and talk to a pollster for 15 minutes? Nobody does. So average people don't participate. And the kind of people who have real strong opinion on either side, or the kind of people who are bored, are the ones who participate in so many of these long questionnaires. So it doesn't hit average people.
Now, Robert,
second,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Real quick on the second point. We want to go on to the whole map.
Yeah. Then second, you've got people who they insist on just live callers. And we all know that we're in a political environment where people are being shamed for their opinion. And there was an understated vote for Donald Trump. I think it is double this time.
Double the unsaid vote for Trump because people don't want to get into some brouhaha. That makes sense to me. Now, Robert, here's a map of those so-called toss-up states that could really matter in this election. They add up to 120 electoral votes, but now you predict that Trump will win 74 of those toss-up state electoral votes. What's your thinking?
Well, I think you've got to start by giving him a base of all of the southeastern states, with the exception of Virginia, including North Carolina and Florida, Georgia, all the way through Texas. And add Arizona. And then at that point, all he has to do is win one of the big three, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, or Michigan. Now, Wisconsin only has 10 electoral votes, so it alone wouldn't do it. But if you add just one of those others with their, I think Pennsylvania's 20, Michigan is 16, that's enough to get you there. So we're predicting he's going to break.
Robert, we're going to bring you back for a longer analysis on Monday, but we talked about this. The Midwest is where this is going to be decided.